Sarper needs to run. 90 Day Fiancé fans react to Shekinah lying about the AirTag. 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 aired a brand new episode this week on June 8, 2025, on TLC. The segment saw Shekinah find Sarper using an AirTag she had placed on his keychain without his knowledge, and the latter confronted her about the same. In her defense, she said it was to help him find his keys if he lost them, but Sarper seemed unconvinced. Fans online also commented on the couple's disagreement and supported Sarper in his claims about Shekinah tracking him without his knowledge. "I never thought I would, but I've come to really like Sarper. Shekinah seems so fake. She looks artificial and acts insincerely. She fits in perfectly with her friends, they are all the same. Sarper needs to run." One person tweeted on X, formerly Twitter, 90 Day Fiancé's Sarper Guven exposes dark truth about relationship with Shekinah amid split rumors. Sarper Guven from 90 Day Fiancé recently opened up about the harsh reality of his relationship with Shekinah Garner amid rumors of a potential breakup. The couple first met in Turkey and, due to their strong connection, quickly became deeply committed to each other. After maintaining a long-distance relationship for years, Sarper moved from Turkey to the United States on a K-1 visa to marry Shekinah. They are currently featured in 90 Day Fiancé Season 11. Unfortunately, their path to marriage has been riddled with obstacles, including disagreements over prenuptial agreements. Sarper, who has been feeling lonely in the United States without his family, appears to be unhappy with certain aspects of his relationship with Shekinah. He recently shared an Instagram story that was later reposted by Kikiankabits, showing Shekinah undergoing a new cosmetic procedure. In the caption, Sarper expressed his dissatisfaction with Shekinah's frequent cosmetic procedures, saying, "She is non-stop doing something. The number of recovering days is more than regular days in our life." The blogger asked fans whether Sarper and Shekinah were actually experiencing issues or if they were setting the foundation for an appearance in another season. What Sarper's complaints about his relationship mean? Although Sarper and Shekinah have strong chemistry, they are not a very compatible pair. They have different perspectives on life and different future goals. Despite this, they are trying to make compromises to make their relationship work. Sarper left his family in Turkey to be with Shekinah in the United States. She is tolerating his immature and aggressive behavior because she loves him deeply. However, it seems that love may not be sufficient to salvage their relationship. Since Sarper arrived in America, the 90 Day Fiancé couple has been frequently in conflict. Living with Shekinah in Los Angeles has exposed Sarper to her American lifestyle, which he finds incompatible with his own beliefs. He is feeling tired and overwhelmed by her high-maintenance lifestyle, especially her frequent desire for cosmetic procedures. This has made Sarper realize the difference in their daily lives, causing him to question their relationship and publicly criticize Shekinah on social media. His dissatisfaction hints at a lack of emotional satisfaction with Shekinah, possibly indicating his desire to end the relationship. His complaints suggest that the honeymoon phase of their relationship has already come to an end. Our take on Sarper complaining about Shekinah's. Sarper appears to be reaching a breaking point in his relationship with Shekinah. Although he is still living in the United States, there is a possibility that he may secretly intend to return to his home country, Turkey. However, it's also possible that he aired his personal issues online to ignite discussion and controversy about his relationship and potentially appear in another season. The couple thrives on attention, and they could be intentionally portraying their relationship as flawed to increase their chances of being invited back to the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. The level of mistrust is unbelievable. 90 Day Fiancé star Sarper calls out Shekinah for placing a tracker on him. 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 Episode 17, Too Late for Love, premiered on TLC on June 8, 2025. The episode continued from the cliffhanger of the last episode, which saw Sarper leaving the house one day before the wedding because he was scared of getting married again. Shekinah eventually found Sarper at a coffee shop and went in to confront him. However, before she could address the issue, Sarper asked her partner how she was able to find him when he didn't tell her where he was going. Shekinah revealed that she had put an AirTag on their keychains so that they could find them when they get missing. Sarper took this as an excuse and accused Shekinah of tracking him without his knowledge. In his confessional, Sarper said that he was surprised by the level of mistrust his future wife felt in their relationship. He further speculated that this won't have been the first time Shekinah had used the tracer, and might have used it to cross-check his location all the time. The level of mistrust is unbelievable. "I'm sure that she was looking at it every day. She was sometimes asking where I am. She knows where I am, by the way. She was double-checking, you know? Cross-examination. If I am saying the right. He said in his confessional Sarper had left the house one day before his wedding with Shekinah as he was having some second thoughts. Shekinah was left alone in their house, trying to take care of their wedding arrangements. She soon found her partner at a coffee shop using an AirTag she had placed on his keychain. At the beginning of 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 Episode 17, when she went in to confront Sarper, he shared that he was scared of getting married for the second time after having a bad experience with his first marriage. When Shekinah reminded him that they didn't have much time to worry about such a thing, Sarper diverted the conversation and asked her how she was able to find him. Okay, babe. I put an air trap on your keys so that we can find the keys if they get lost in the house or somewhere else. It's not about finding you. It's about finding the keys, she answered. The Turkish native was surprised by the revelation as he recalled Shekinah had given him the keychain on their very first day in America. He asked her if she had been tracing him for the last 90 days. Shekinah stuck to her story and said that she never thought about using the tracker unless they lost their keys. Sarper wasn't ready to believe her and asked her why she didn't tell him that she had put a tracker on his keychain. He wondered if his partner always wanted to know about his location, trying to find out if he was cheering on her. Further in his confessional, the 90 Day Fiancé star speculated that Shekinah might have used the tracker multiple times to cross-check his location. I'm trustworthy and she doesn't trust me. And she's going to marry with a guy that she doesn't trust. That doesn't make sense, you know? The 90 Day Fiancé star said. Shekinah later chimed in, telling Sarper that he needed to get over the whole location tracking thing. She added that it was normal for couples to share their location. Sarper admitted that it was a normal thing to do, however, he pointed out that tracking someone's location without their knowledge wasn't a normal thing. By the end of the conversation, the 90 Day Fiancé couple decided to put all of their issues behind them and focus on their wedding preparations. 90 Day Fiancé revealed some shocking Sarper lore that I totally don't remember freaking out about before. It's been a particularly wild 90 Day Fiancé season for Shekinah Garner and Sarper Guven, as the longtime couple is closer than ever to tying the knot, at least seemingly. Unfortunately, it feels like their relationship is becoming increasingly more chaotic as the wedding date approaches, with prenup discussions escalating into demands about weight clauses and other bonkers issues. All of that was confusing to me until that detail dropped about Sarper's past that had my brain scrambling to recall if earlier episodes touched on it or not. I remembering hearing about Sarper's first heartbreak taking place in his youth, and how it led to him allegedly sleeping with thousands of women, which perhaps had me thinking he spent his entire adulthood as a sexed-up single. But as he casually mentioned in the latest episode, Sarper was actually married at one point in his early 30s, and my mind was blown. Sarper was previously married before meeting Shekinah. 90 Day Fiancé showed Shekinah making travel preparations for their wedding while noting that Sarper was nowhere to be found, and was also not answering his phone. She used an AirTag on his keys to find he was at a nearby coffee shop, and producers sent cameras out to find him and ask why he wasn't present with everyone else getting ready to leave for the wedding. If you're looking to stream 90 Day Fiancé, a subscription to Max is a great idea. Pay $9.99 a month for its with ads plan, and with 3 tiers available, there's some flexibility in how to pay. You can also prepay for a year and save up to 20%. Sarper appeared flustered and essentially confessed that he had cold feet, fearing that he was making a mistake in getting married again. He then reflected on how his marriage from 15 years ago turned out to be a complete disaster, and how it led to him isolating his family to try and prevent drama with his ex-wife. All while I stared ahead totally agog. As someone who has watched Shekinah and Sarper since he revealed the diary that proved he slept with 2,500 women, I do not remember ever hearing him talk about being married previously. I'm pretty sure I would have clocked such a noteworthy update, given his Lothario persona. At the same time, he dropped that tidbit so casually to the cameras, and without 90 Day Fiancé making a bigger point of setting it up as a big reveal. Which makes me think I must have missed an episode or tell-all conversation along the way where that was mentioned. In any case, I feel like the past experience totally explained his recent erratic behavior, and justified him feeling less assured than ever about marrying Shekinah. Knowing Sarper was married better explains his fear of marrying Shekinah. Now that I know Sarper was previously in a bad marriage, it makes some of the more bizarre behaviors he exhibits in his relationship with Shekinah make sense. He likes the control of things, designing her nose job. Maybe because he felt he had zero control in his previous serious relationship, Sarper is acting out because he's afraid of another failed marriage. And considering the growing number of 90-day couples who split after saying their vows, I don't blame him. That said, for all the weirdness I've seen from him and Shekinah over the years, I'm not sure I've seen a couple that is as in love as the two of them. It may not be the most conventional relationship, but they do seem to be two people uniquely suited for each other. As for whether or not these two are still together, they are still actively sharing photos together on social media. I would take that as a positive sign they're still together, though I haven't seen any concrete evidence in searching the internet that they are officially married. Perhaps we'll find out why by the time the season is over. New episodes of 90 Day Fiancé air on TLC on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. There's so much drama happening with every couple right now, so be sure to get current and catch up on what's happening and get ready for the eventual tell-all.